Welcome to UPSC Guru. Today, our part of the discussion is in this video UPSC Civil Services General Studies Preliminary Examination syllabus of the prelims examination. Especially today, we are going to discuss GS paper 1. It is dynamic part of your preparation. So, if you are very serious regarding the preparation of civil services, then you can continue to watch this video because syllabus is more important in the plan of preparation, and also it is the first step of the preparation. I can say that syllabus is secret of success. Finally, we can conclude that statement. Yeah, coming to the part of the preparation of the civil services, especially the first part is civil prelims examination syllabus. Civil prelims examination, it contains two part of the examination. GS paper 1, that is also called as GS 1, and GS paper 2. There are two parts, GS paper 1 and GS paper 2. Now we are going to discuss general studies paper 1. General studies paper 2 is the CSAT examination. Paper 1 is general studies examination. In the general studies examination, they given syllabus, and net you can find this syllabus. Current events of the national and international events are important. This is what called as this you can call as current affairs. Current affairs. Next to history of India and Indian national movement. This is the part of the history. This subject is called as history subject. Next, Indian and world geography. India and world geography, physical, social, economical, and geography of India in the world. This is geography. Geography. Next, another part is Indian politics. Indian politics. Another part, Indian politics, constitution, political system, panchayati raj system, public policy, and rights of issues. This is also called as Indian polity and governance. The another component of GS paper 1 is economic and social development. It is simply called as Indian economy. Indian economy. Simply it is called as Indian economy. Economic development, social development, and social sector, all these things. And general issues, environmental issues. This is environmental and ecology. Finally, general science. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 topics are there in the civil's preliminary examination of GS paper 1. We will discuss simply I can tell this how it is going to be in the exam and how we have to prepare this. First, coming to the point of the history. History is history of India and Indian national movement. In the history, we can divide into ancient India, medieval India, modern India, and Indian national movement, freedom struggle, India after independence. These are the topics of Indian history. Mostly ancient India, there is no change in the ancient India, medieval India, and also modern India. Static part, you have to read the static part, but sometimes you also have to read national or current affairs related topics of the history. For example, how the current affairs topics of the history. Very recently, Sengol installed in the parliament. So that's why recent look at to 2023 GS prelims paper. If you look at 2023 GS prelims paper, they gave nearly 3 questions on Tamilian history or South Indian history. 3 questions appeared in 2023 GS prelims examination regarding South India, especially Tamil literature and Tamil area. So because related to the Sengol, and if there is any importance of that year, you have to go through that. And India after independence, so that is what called as Nehru era up to 1950 to 1964. This is India after independence. Mostly this part covers in the India after independence, but the incidents up to present day, that is up to 2024, you have to discuss. You have to know the incidents of this year. So this is about history. After the history, next coming to the point of another subject called yeah, another subject to India and world geography. This is simply called as geography. In the geography, coming to the point of the subtopics of the geography: physical geography, economical geography, social geography, environmental and ecological geography. Geography related topics. This geography related topics can discuss like this: geography, world geography, as well as Indian geography. World geography, Indian geography. You know that in the geography, uh, example mapping also would cover in the geography. Mapping locations, especially the locations of states, locations of the countries, and locations of the plains, water bodies, water bodies, and also locations of the mountains like this. Sometimes so they may ask one map. After asking this map, what is this? What country indicates this, like that? They are going to ask the question in geography. Yeah, coming to the point of another part of the geography. Geography, you have to read, especially it may have so many subtopics like Indian geography, mapping, agriculture, current related geography. Industries also would come under the geography, like physical geography and economical geography, oceanography, climatology, geomorphology, vegetations of the people, vegetation lands where people live. So, like physical geography, mountains, water bodies, landscapes, etc. These would come under the physical geography. All state and current affairs, all the static geography, and also you have to read current related geography or current related topics of the geography. Suppose if PM watched one country or sorry visited one country more times, that country geography may be important, and mostly it is a technical subject, especially in geography is a technical subject. Then it is somewhat tough than other areas, because you need to remember more and more in the geography. So it looks like lengthy in nature. The subject of the geography looks like lengthy in nature. That is about the geography syllabus. After the geography syllabus, the next is Indian polity and governance. In the Indian polity and governance, constitution, political system, Indian policy, Panchayati Raj system, rights and issues of topics related to the Indian constitution. So, Indian polity, especially it covers the so many topics of Indian polity, especially Indian political system. You need to know Indian political system. In the Indian political system, parties and participations. Parties and participations in parliament. And there are three types of parts in the Indian government, like legislature, along with this legislature, executive, judiciary. These three are three pillars of administration. All these would come under the polity, and in the polity, you have to read polity related current affairs topics. Polity related current affairs topics, schemes, laws introduced, and amendments of the Indian Constitution, recent amendments, and also languages if they added any languages, subtopics of the or sub-schedules, schedules, sub-schedules, articles, subarticles. Like if you go to the point of the Indian polity, there are so many articles, and you can go for the how to remember the articles. There are some topics like suppose for example, remember of the articles 143, 143. It is very like number for a very uh, favorite member of the youth. This is a president seeking advice from the Supreme Court. 108, 104, 104, 108 are vehicles which are running in Telugu states, like 108 emergency vehicle, 104 vehicle that is in the rural area, related to the health in the rural area, health services, medical services in the rural area. 108 giant session, 104 other than the parliament member, if any enter into the parliament, they would be punished or they would be fined. Like that, you can remember articles. Articles are more important in the Indian Constitution to read. Articles, subarticles, and others. Next, after Indian polity, general issues, environmental ecology, biodiversity, and climate agriculture. So, subtopics of this biodiversity, environmental ecology, and climatic change. Here, in the environment, mostly in the environment, you have to read environmental acts, pollution, different types of the pollutions, ecological changes, biodiversity, and environmental changes, sustainable development. Current related topics belongs to the acts of biodiversity or the acts of the environmental are related to the environmental and ecology. All these are comes under the syllabus of ecology and biodiversity. After the ecology and biodiversity, the next two important topic of civil service examination, especially prelims examination, one should know this economic and social development. Social subtopic of the economic and social development, social sector initiatives, sustainable development, poverty, demographics, inclusions, etc. This is commonly called as Indian economy. Indian economy. Indian economy is the most important to discuss here. Indian economy or economic system of India, for every country, it is more important for the development of the India or whatever it may be, any country. Economy would help for the development of the country. So there are so many developments of the economy. And since from the ancient period to the modern period, present day, so many things happened. So that comes under the history of economy or background of economy. History of economy or background of economy. Economy is one of the topics of Indian economy is one of the topics of economics. Economics. It comes under the economics subject. Economics also can divide into two parts, microeconomics and also macroeconomics. Indian economy would come under the microeconomy. The topics, some topics of the microeconomy is important for the point of view, economy point of view. Here in the Indian economy, most important topics like banking system in India. This is because it is very strong in India. Only because of the banking system in India, Indian economy is going to be standard. It placed into the fourth powerful economy in the world. Because every people of India, they would have trust on the bank. Ancient days, people, they would keep their money in the temple. Nowadays, people, they are going to keep their money in the bank, that is also called as temple. Present day temple is a bank for the poor people, for the middle class people. Middle class and poor people trust is bank. Because of that, banking system is going to continue without damage of the Indian economy. So economic survey, you need to know the economic survey which is going to conduct by the Indian government. Indian government would conduct every year economic survey. Economic survey latest year. Next to government schemes, the schemes which were introduced by the government, and also economic policies of the government, present day policies like in the place of the planning of Indian economy, we also introduced the another system in the planning. In the place originally there are earlier there is a planning. A planning replaced present system, that is Niti Ayog. So Niti Ayog, the developments of the Niti Ayog, meetings and current related developments of the Niti Ayog. Next, budget of India. Budget is going to prepare every year, so it should be update, and also updation of more current related topics to the Indian economy. Indian economy needs always Indian economy, it needs updation, every time updation. So after the Indian economy, the other topic which comes to the civil services prelims examination syllabus, general science. In the general science, subtopics physics, chemistry, biology, applications of science and technology. These are the important topics of general science. Coming to the point of the general science, physics, chemistry, biology, Biology, you know that two parts, botany and zoology. This is up to 12th standard. Up to the 12th standard. You need to read all these topics up to 12th standard. Along with this, science and technology. Science and technology. Latest science and technology, like space sciences, latest development in the space science. Especially, we successfully conducted Chandrayaan 3, like it comes under the space sciences, developments in the space sciences. Along with the space sciences, some latest development technologies like stem cell technology, nanotechnology. Like there are some technologies you have to remember, especially current related, economy, polity, science and technology, more current related topics. You need to read the more current related topics for all these. After this, finally, we need to discuss how the current affairs would be. Current events of national and international, that is international events, government schemes, summits, policies, major sports events, important personalities, all these would come under the current affairs. This is simply called as current affairs. There is no certain topics in the current affairs. Under the sky, UPSC under the sky, it can ask any question. That is the pattern of UPSC especially. Any question comes from any area of the current affairs. International current affairs, that is international events, summits, international sessions, and international sports, international games. Same like the national events, so national summits, national sessions, national sports, national games. All these would comes under the government schemes, latest government schemes, and latest programs of the government. All these would come under the current affairs. So this is syllabus of UPSC. So go through once the main topics of this. Personally, the main topics of the syllabus is mainly history. Here, history is only Indian history, no world history. World history would come in the mains examination. Geography. In the geography, you need to study both the Indian geography and the world geography. Polity, Indian political system. Economy, Indian economical system, banking and all the things. Economy. Science and technology, science, general science, science and technology. Along with it, so environmental science, ecology, environmental science and ecology. Along with this, current affairs. So these are the topics of civil service prelims, general studies, paper one examination. General studies paper one examination qualifying marks will be varies from one year to the another year. It completely depends upon the year passing of the people, number of vacancies, or tough of the question paper type, everything will cover for the cutoff marks. The people, those who manage the cutoff marks, they will qualify for the mains examination. So in the next video, we are going to discuss what are the books to prepare for civils GS prelims examination. Okay, good luck.